What up? Welcome back to Distant. We're going to be checking out the next album down the line. We're kind of doing a reverse order. Now, Rakasi has also requested this album. We're doing Aeons of Oblivion tonight. I'm excited for it, dude. I'm excited. He said that a lot of the breakdowns in Heritage were Aeons inspired breakdowns and Tyrannotopia inspired breakdowns. If you missed my review for Heritage, it is on the channel. You guys can go find it. I'm pretty sure Alan has watched it. Alan and the band watched it a while back. So pretty cool. Pretty cool whenever I can like interact with bands and check out bands. And yeah, I fucking love that album. It's great. I can't wait to buy it on vinyl. I already bought the hat. This hat is very weird though. It doesn't seem like the band made it. I feel like this is a bootleg hat. So when I get a chance, I'm going to be buying the actual hat if they restock, so that way I can get my hands on the actual fucking thing instead of some bootleg bullshit that I had to pin. See, I had to pin this. I had to pin it because it don't fit me. It's fucking big. It's too big. But yeah. Without further ado, let's begin our album journey. Now, one thing I love about this band, dude, is they throw instrumentals for every single album. I've noticed that, man. It lets people, listen to how the music started and no vocals. It's just a brilliant idea. I also have the same idea with my project. So that's like a huge thing, dude. Aeons of Oblivion. So Rakasi has sent me some stuff real quick. I'm going to read it. New camera here, by the way. Facecam Pro. It's what you guys are witnessing right now. Pretty fucking cool, dude. I really like it a lot. It's all thanks to you guys. So we're going to read the bio first. Well, not really a bio, but the story where we are. Distant Official says, The Rise of Tyrannotopia is a dark fantasy story that unfolds in a realm called Tyrannotopia, led by the Tyrant, a banished celestial seeking revenge. The narrative begins with Tyrant's arrival in Exilius, a wasteland, where he transforms lost souls into loyal citizens and builds the city of Da'ath. Tyrannotopia faces a challenge from the Wasteland Barons, who launch a crusade against it but end up converting to join Tyrant's realm. Political intrigue, power struggles, and revelations about the lords in Tyrannotopia lead to confrontations and transformations. Ultimately, Tyrant's empire becomes too vast to govern, prompting the creation of 7 realms ruled by 7 shepherds. The story culminates in a dramatic event where Tyrant emerges in his divine form, destroying the city of Da'ath and setting off a cataclysmic wave of energy. Tyrant then sets his sights on Earth, marking the beginning of a new age of torment. The lore basically starts with Tsukuyomi and covers from there until the end of Aeons of Oblivion. We have the ideas already in Tsukuyomi, but we hadn't written them down into a story yet. But when the lockdown started last year, I'm guessing this was taking place in 2021. Yep. When the lockdown started last year, Alan and me, whoever me is, finally had the time to start writing everything down while also starting to work on the full-length album with the whole band. The concept behind the lore is inspired by a couple of different things, including the music itself. Maybe Alan can elaborate on this a bit more. Alice Elmer, okay. The music in the story came in hand in the process of making. We tried to capture moments of the story to have the emphasis of the feeling on that certain part, rather than covering large scale of the story within couple of minutes of the song. Hence why the album is 19 tracks long. In the book, there is also a lyric section with explanation to help portray it better for readers and dive more in. As of inspiration, definitely a lot of fantasy and sci-fi novels, but mostly video games in regard of character design and world building. I'm a huge fan of Devil May Cry and Dark Souls, and Final Fantasy, and anything that touches a bit of the medieval thing. You can especially see that in all the artworks, as of the deeper from the surface and stuff. Dante's Divine Comedy, I knew he was influenced by that. It was a huge influence on me, along with the Lovecraftian cosmic cores. Alan. Dude, I definitely thought that like the last album, Heritage, really brought off Dante's Inferno vibes from the video game. Now, the guy on this cover, I don't know who it is. It looks like it's the demon in the first circle of hell, which would be Limbo. Yeah, Limbo would be the first circle if you're talking about the video game. It looks like the gatekeeper. That's what this guy looks like. So this is gonna be interesting, dude. I like this. All right, let's jump in, dude. Distant Aeons of Oblivion. Pandemonium is our first track. Now, Rakasi has said something real quick. Pandemonium and Hellmouth. The plunder and the sculpting of the tyrant's throne on earth. A monolithic architecture full of agony. The beginning of the end. Already? God! Oh, right in the Hellmouth. Okay, I didn't even realize that was a transition. It's got more of a hardcore vibe to it, dude. What the fuck? Man, listen to that ride cymbal. Holy shit. Listen to that fucking orchestra in the background. That's cool. Nice sidechain with that. Wow! 19 tracks on this album, bro. That's crazy. On the first fucking track? Wow. So unexpected to hear on the first track, dude. The fact that they threw in that sidechain with the orchestra, that was really, really cool. Really, really cool. Dude, the transition was just so flawless. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know it was the next song. Like, I didn't even know. I had to look at Spotify, and I had to know. Like, that's crazy, dude. That transition was just pure fucking awesome, dude. I loved it. Yeah, dude. That shit was just, wow. They used to be kings of surprise breakdowns and old stuff, usually making a song seem like it ends and then killing people live with another breakdown. That's nuts, bro. Have you seen these guys live? Because they're sick as hell, dude. Might be one of my favorite deathcore groups right now, like nowadays, that I'm listening to. Because I mean, I still listen to fucking, dude. I still listen to fucking Heritage, man. And that album was just nuts, dude. They're better live? Wow. Up next is Temple of Taglarov, featuring Mendel Bijdelej. Whoever the fuck that is. No clue who you are. Temple of Taglarov, Hymn of the Tyrant Spawn, Gabraath, the eulogy of the only unknown kin, known as the legacy carved in the obsidian stones of the Temple of Taglarov. Really? X-Men aborted. I've heard of them. Technical than deathcore, dude. It's got sort of a grind kind of feel to it. What the fuck? A solo? Oh, still got that Suicide Silence vibe, dude. Yeah, TBDM and Suicide Silence. That's what I'm getting from this solo here. Wow, dude. I don't care what anybody says, bro. Deathcore is the best core genre. Period. Insane. Just right into a solo on the third track like it's nothing, dude. Wasn't even expecting it at all. And just, it had that TBDM, rest in peace Trevor, and Suicide Silence, rest in peace Mitch, vibe to it. It's just, got a more of a technical death metal kind of grind feel to this album compared to the last one. It has that kind of hardcore as well. It is still deathcore, but I really, really like this album. Like, it's completely different from Heritage, and I like that. I like when a band evolves like that. That's really, really cool. Up next is Aeons of Oblivion, featuring Adam Warren of Oceaneo. Aeons of Oblivion, the depiction of the carnage left in Exilius upon Tyrant's havoc as he steps forth to the portals to mortal domain. That's awesome, man. I love that. Kyle's in this album? That's cool. Dude. Listen to how technical drums, dude. There. That dude has some of the best lows ever. Fucking brutal, dude. What the fuck, dude? Another solo. Dude, why have I been sleeping on this band like as long as I have? Like, how did no one tell me that Suicide Silence had a newcomer that just came from the scene that I missed completely? How in the world did I miss this band? Like, really? I'm one of Suicide Silence's hugest fans, dude. I'm huge fucking Suicide Silence fan. I don't understand why people didn't tell me about this band. It just doesn't make sense to me. It was just fucking awesome. Adam's lows in that part were just awesome. Just freaking brutal, dude. Brutal fucking band. I'm loving this. Up next is Graveborn. Graveborn, Gabradath's absolute psychosis once he realized his father's true will and the purpose he was made for. He then swore to not be a kind ruler and to not be like his father, and how he was pictured by the citizens of Tyrannotopia. He swore the end of mortals and to gain a notable name for himself by proving his power towards the populace. This fucking album, dude. Both of them were just amazing. Oh, man. Dude, I feel like there's people that would break their fucking necks in these pits, dude. These guys are better than Lorna Shore. That's just my personal opinion. They're better than Lorna Shore. Offering. Tyrant's awakening in the Earth Throne Chamber after a crucible within Gabrath and the Seven Lords. Simone Pietaforde. Sounds Italian. awesome song. Just both of them put together were just sick as hell. Dude, that high that he threw in Greyborn was just, that high pig squeal was just insane, dude. Insane. Like, I've watched this dude sing live, not like live, but like as a live vocal cover, because I checked it out after the last album review, album reaction, whatever the fuck you want to call these now. And this dude is just peak. He's a peak screamer. He's really, really good at what he does. And just this whole band as a whole is just, they're tight as fuck. They know what they're doing. It's just awesome. It's fucking awesome. I love this. Up next is Odepism. I believe this is the one I watched on the live take, right? Yeah. Odepism. Gabraf's early stages of psychosis, where he still put strong effort into the ways and legacy of his father. He dedicated his entirety to preserve Tyrant's name, yet he was still one being the questionable replacement for the previous king by the populace and the Seven Lords. Reactor that absolutely loves this fucking band too. His name's Scene Fiend. He also has a deathcore project. We might check it out after the stream. Really? That's cool. Insane fucking band, bro. Insane fucking band. Yeah, I was looking into Sunscourge, and I was trying to fit it into my rotation. Hopefully it gets requested after the stream. That would be pretty fucking sick. Yeah, awesome. Just fucking awesome. I prefer the live take over this version, but Yeah, that was really, really fucking awesome. I love the ending breakdown in this. It's just insane. Apparently, Alan, according to my friend Vito, is a Czech. I did not know that he was from Czech Republic. That's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool information. Up next is Dawn of Corruption, featuring Jason Evans. Dawn of Corruption, the act during the crucible in the Earth Throne Chamber, a few moments before Tyrant's awakening. They don't have any electronica in this album at all. I noticed that. Like the last one. Who's this Jason Evans guy? I never heard of him, bro. Is he in another band? Oh, Ingested. Okay. Never heard of it. Sounds like a slam band, grind band. Ugh, Fade Out. This is gonna hurt him a little bit. A fade out in the middle. I don't know if that's an intermission. I don't understand why they did that, but ugh, gross. Decent track. I think this is probably my least favorite out of all of them so far. But just it kind of had I don't know. It just kind of had that that numbness in it. It didn't really have a life in it like the other tracks did. I feel like this is a filler track. Up next is Cryogenesis, featuring Lockheed KO, whoever that is. Cryogenesis, lost in Tyrant's mind, a floating soul towards nothingness of the void's atmosphere during Tyrant's slumber in the Earth Throne Chamber. Alpha Wolf. Okay, we got Alpha Wolf coming up at the end of this month. Their not newest album, but their last album. That's a hardcore band, right? Yeah. Vocals in a deathcore fucking song. Let's go. I believe this is Aiden's old band, right? From Dealer. Alpha Wolf. This is a sick track, dude. I like this. We're gonna get a big one. Wow. Dude, the breakdown on that track was just... Oh, dude. Straight filth. Just straight filth. These videos are cool as fuck, too. I like some of them, the lyric videos, and just trying to watch the videos, pay attention to the music at the same time, bro. Wow, that track was probably one of my favorites. That and Graveborn are sitting at my two favorites right now. I really, really love that one, dude. How are they gonna put a hardcore vocalist in a deathcore fucking track? That is cool as shit. This might be the first band I've ever heard to do that. That's cool. The Void. Gabraf's final words before passing away and leaving his husk in the ruins of the Temple of Tagalaroth. Wow. You know, for a short track, that track was pretty fucking dope, bro. Pretty fucking dope track. I like that a lot. The ending just kind of just threw me for a loop. Really, really ambient feel to it in that track. I like that a lot. That was dope. I really don't care for short songs, but that was really sick. I liked it a lot. Up next is the Eternal Lament. The Eternal Lament, Gabraf's final lament as he is fading away, realizing his true purpose and at peace with the outcome of his mission, slowly drifting into nothingness, leaving the name for himself in the end. fuck are these drums, dude? Band not bigger than what they are, man. Honestly, 200,000 monthly listeners. That's it. Only 69,000 followers. This band kicks the shit out of fucking Mona Shore. I'm guessing the guy on the album cover is Gabroth, that big guy right there. Woo! What a sick fucking band, man. Sick fucking band. I have nothing to say. Honestly, I don't. Nothing. Up next is Dusk of Anguish. Dusk of Anguish. Gabroth's speech upon being crowned the next king of Tyrannotopia. He is continuing his father's legacy as he sits upon the throne as a new ruler. Features John Robert C. Last 10 seconds of life. Crystal Light. Okay. What the fuck? That's a Meshuggah kind of fucking synths, dude. What the fuck? Nasty. Nasty fucking drums. Ooh, that bass. Is that a synth? Or is that a guitar? In the background. That's pretty sick. Reminds me of Meshuggah, dude. Wow. It's another fade out, dude. Ugh. I have no clue why bands do this, dude. I just fuck. There's 2 fade outs in the album already, dude. Already. I don't know. It was sick. It was sick. I love the leads. I love the vocals by Alan, of course. Fantastic fucking song, but that fade out, it hurts it, dude. What's up, guys? PTB here. So sadly, I did not add Cyclists to the rotation for this album reaction that you're watching right now. So I apologize for that. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes too. What I thought about the track, for Distant Cyclists on AEONS of Oblivion, basically this intro, I think it was a ritual, part 1 of the ritual, and then it led straight into Rakva. I loved Rakva. Well, I kind of just spoiled it for you guys, but I love Rakva. It's an amazing track, an amazing video as well. Super talented individuals in there. Shout out goes to Alan and all the other guys in Distant, Reen, all the guys. You're Not Rain, Not Your Rain, excuse me. They're all super talented, but this intro kind of is just the setting. It sets the tone for the second part of the ritual, which is Rakva. And you'll get to see later the third part of the ritual. I really just enjoy these tracks. They're really good. This album is really good. Definitely go support these guys if you haven't already. And thanks again for understanding that I'm not able to get this. I'm not able to get the original footage out for you guys to see my reaction to the intro to Rakva. Up next is Rakva, the death march of the transformed lunatic lords as they harvested the souls of Tyrannotophia's civilization. Also, this has a music video. Vermilion Rivers is right after it. Harrowing hymn of Torrent's crusade, walking the golden steps of the higher planes in a pursuit of revenge. Play Dr. Max. got serious fucking goosebumps, dude. Holy shit. Oh. That just hit me out of nowhere. Blood in this fucking video, dude. It's all over the place. Wow. Holy fuck, that track hit me like a fucking semi-truck. Vermilion Rivers. Videos, dude. I love it. Instantly brings off Suicide Silence vibes. Awesome, man. What an awesome fucking band. Awesome fucking band. The music videos are just insanely awesome, dude. Like, I don't know where people get some of these videographers, but holy shit, dude. Like, insane visuals and just insane. Just the music picture with the music videos just makes it so much better. It's just so sick, dude. It sounds really fucking good, dude. I'm loving this. Up next is Hall of Crows. Hall of Crows is the birth of Gabroth, the unholy kin of Tyrant, the very essence of his creator embedded to flourish inside of him. Right into the Tyrant's Covenant. The Tyrant's Covenant, spreading the very message of Tyrant over the surface of the earth. Now, Tyrant is the son of Gabroth, or is Gabroth the son of Tyrant? So this guy is Gabroth, or this guy is Tyrant? Neo-Tyrant, okay. So Gabroth is evil, Tyrant is good. Well, this features Kyle Anderson, by the way, from Brand of Sacrifice. I forgot to say that. The fuck? Latin. Or is that Cal? That pig squeal. Awesome. Fuck. Ooh. Wow. Awesome fucking breakdown. So, yeah, I couldn't tell if that was Cal or fucking Alan doing that pig squeal because they both have the same pitch when they do their pig squeals. It could have been both. That's pretty cool if it is. Dude, awesome fucking track, man. Awesome fucking track. Both of them put together, just really, really fucking awesome. So I gotta ask a question real quick. This huge fella right here on the album cover is Gabroth, or is that Tyrant? So the guy at the bottom right is Tyrant, right? So Tyrant is considered good or considered evil or neutral. Very, very cool, man. The cover. So that's Gabroth at the bottom right, or the big guy? The big guy is Gabroth. The big guy is Gabroth. Okay. So Tyrant is at the bottom right. Okay. That makes more sense to me. Okay. That's weird that his son's bigger than the father, but that's wild. Up next is Maledictus. Maledictus. Tyrant's words as he slaughters his way to the temple of creation. Only steps away from his beloved father. His beloved father? You mean beloved son, right? Wait. His beloved father or his beloved son? Who is his father? His Tyrant's father. Okay. That's where I'm... Aphaic. Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah! God, the dude's highs are just nasty. Seriously, one of the best high singers that I've ever heard besides Mitch. Some of the best highs I've ever heard, dude. Awesome. Fucking awesome, dude. This album is it's more of a clear production versus Heritage. Heritage is kind of in your face, you know. It's really in your face and just kind of, I don't know. I feel like this it's a very, very clear production. It's not as brutal as Heritage. It's more of storytelling here and more slam here instead of more deathcore. It's still deathcore in this, don't get me wrong. We have reached the finale. Argent Depth, and apparently this is the remix version, or is this the real version? It says remixed here. So you said that I can probably be interpreted from the lyrics as it has nothing written to it. Okay. Cool. Argent Depth featuring David Simonich from Signs of the Swarm, Dane Evans from To the Grave, Taylor Barber from Left to Suffer, and Adam Mercer from Awaken Providence, which is Will Ramos' old band, correct? And Eric Gladdick from Abyss Above. Never heard of them. Let's check it out. That's gotta be David. Oh, no, that's Taylor. That's gotta be Taylor. I hear it. It's amazing how it's just one big family. The deathcore vocalists are like one big family. That's awesome. That's freaking cool. That's David. That sounds like David. Oh, David was first. Okay. It's hard to believe that this band is a 4-piece band, bro. They're heavy. I would expect this band to be like at least a 6 or a 7 as far as members. They're heavy, dude. Dude, wow. That's pretty cool, man. You're also from Czech Republic, huh? You and Vito both. You heard of Stellaris, right? Do you like Stellaris? They're huge, bro. They're gonna be huge. Shout out to Nicole if she watches this. I highly doubt she will, but just in case. Awesome, dude. Awesome fucking album. Do I like it better than this album? No, I don't. But I'm gonna get to my review Let's do it. Apologize, guys. Son's not feeling good. He's sick. He's been sick for the last 2 days. Let's get into this review. Pos picks, dude. 3 favorites. I think number 1, I really dig the Aeons of Oblivion, but I don't think I can give it to number 1. The moment that the track started, I got goosebumps. Rakva. It's gotta be number 1. It's absolutely insanely good, dude. I don't know, it's just, the whole mix behind that track is just, I don't know. I had goosebumps all over my fucking body as soon as the drums hit. I was like, holy fuck. Shit was insane, dude. Number 2, I'm gonna give this one to Aeons of Oblivion. Yeah, this one, dude, Adam's lows in this and his highs were just sick as hell. Just so unexpected. Very cool video as well. Really fucking awesome song. And number 3, I think this one's gonna go to the breakdown in Cryogenesis. Dude, Cryogenesis' breakdown at the end is just, I don't know. It literally almost made my number 1. Almost. It's such a fucking fantastic track, dude. And just putting a hardcore vocalist in a fucking deathcore band is insane. It's just, oh, it's so cool, dude. Album MVP, Mr. Chanel Ramharak. Whoever's the drummer, I'm pretty sure it's him though. Absolutely insane technical drumming on this album, dude. I loved it. Every bit of the drumming was just insane. Madoyan. Okay, Madoyan so who drummed on this album? I gotta know, because I can't give it to both of them. That'll be weird. Madoyan. Okay. Madoyan is really good drummer, dude. Like, really good. A lot of these fucking beats just, I don't know. I just wasn't expecting them. And it's awesome. Awesome drumming. Similarities. I feel that this album really brings off the vibes of, I feel like fans that would listen to, of course, Suicide Silence, and I'm still the number 1. It's still on there. Last time I gave it to Suicide Silence, Brand of Sacrifice, Lorna Shore, Worm Shepherd, and Mental Cruelty. I'm gonna keep Suicide Silence. I'm gonna add 3 new ones onto this list. They had a really just kind of like a Meyer Lore kind of sound to him, and that was Dan's band, right? That's kind of what it reminded me of. Definitely Signs of the Swarm a little bit more in this album than the last album. It had Defamed vibes as the band from Italy that I checked out. What was their old band's name? The lead singer's old band, Sulfur, something Sulfur. I can't remember, but it had Defamed vibes in this. And I think I'm gonna give the last one. So, did I give it to all of them? So Suicide Silence, Fire Lore, Signs of the Swarm, Defamed, and I think that I'm gonna give this one to Whitechapel. I think that's would probably be the other band that would kind of bring off the vibes of this album. Will be the final one. Genre: it's deathcore. It's 100% deathcore. It's slam. It's got hints of hardcore in it. Strangely enough, it's got hints of hardcore. It's got beatdown in it. And finally, it's technical. I'd probably say that those are the biggest genre changes from the last album. There's no electronica, there's no symphonic, but everything else stays. The implication. Obviously, we already know what the implication is. It's a story about Tyrant going to kill his son, basically. Yeah, Tyrant is killing his son. Or he's going to kill his son because his son is the unholy king compared to him. And yeah, I feel that this is a revenge album because of what Gavrov did to Tyrant. Or like, Gavrov killed a bunch of people, I guess. And Tyrant just wasn't having it. Obviously, Tyrant survives because Neo Tyrant is in the next album, and I've already done that album, which you can find on the channel. My rating. So this isn't as good as Heritage. I'm very surprised. I thought it was going to be, but It's not. 2 fade outs really hurts this album. I'm gonna give this album a fair rating of an 8.7 out of 10. It is good. There's a lot of filler tracks and there's a lot of fade outs compared to the last album. The last album didn't have any fade outs in it at all. And that's what I want. That's what I want, dude. I know that this tells a story, but this kind of just, I don't know. If you're gonna have a filler track, make it lead into the next track. Don't end it and then go to the next track. That's just my personal opinion. 8.7 is not too bad for this album. Silver, it's not gold, but it's okay. Thank you for throwing this in, Arkasi. Really appreciate your support. Hopefully we get to take a look at Tyrannotophia next, which I'm pretty fucking excited to check out. If not, then I'll be awaiting what your next request will be. Thank you guys for watching. Our next album reaction will be Tristania, Beyond the Veil, and it will take place next Saturday. And right after that will be Alpha Wolf, A Quiet Place to Die, which will take place on Sunday. Alright guys, thank you for building the empire.